All right, geometry geniuses, you know I love this kind of problem. What we have here are two intersecting lines. We have MK and JL. They intersect. When we have two intersecting lines like that, we create vertical angles. That's these angles across from each other. We know that vertical angles are congruent. So to solve this problem, they want to know the measure of J and M. That's this angle over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, since I know that these two angles are congruent, I know that another word for that is equal. So I'm going to set those two equal to each other. 4x plus 6 equals 7x minus 21. The next thing I want to do is I want to gather all of my x's on the same side. I can either do minus 4x from both sides, or I could do minus 7x from both sides. I like to plan ahead a little bit and deal in positive numbers. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. Could you subtract 7x from both sides? Absolutely. And you could still get the right answer that way. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and do 4x. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. Remember, whatever I'm doing to one side, I want to do to the other side to keep my equation balanced. And some of you may say, Ms. Long, why can't I just add 4x and 6 and get 10x? And that's a very valid question. Just remember that we have to have like terms. We have to have like terms to add or subtract. Here, and like terms have the same variable. Well, 4x has x as a variable. 6 doesn't have a variable, so they're not like terms. So that's why I'm subtracting 4x from both sides. So here, 4x minus 4x, I'm left with no x's, just the 6. Over here, I've got 7x's minus 4x's. That leaves me with 3x's. All right, now, I'm still trying to isolate my variable. I'm trying to get x by himself, so I'm going to do the opposite of what I'm doing to him now to undo all of that, okay? So right now I'm subtracting 21. The opposite of subtracting 21 is adding 21. 6 plus 21 is 27. 3x, bring it down, and then these guys cancel each other out because I have 21 and take 21 away. Now, I am multiplying 3 times x, so to undo that, I'm going to do the opposite of multiplying, which is to divide. So I get 9 equals x. All right, happy day, right? We got one more step. Don't stop here. Pay attention to what the question asks. Sometimes they'll say, what is x? But sometimes, like in this question, they say, what is the measure of angle JNM? So they weren't asking for x. We had to find x to find their answer, but we're not done. So what I'm going to do to finish this problem is they tell me that the measure of JNM is 4x plus 6. Now I know what x is, so I'm just going to substitute 9 in everywhere I see x. So I'm going to say 4 times 9 plus 6. Well, I know that 4 times 9 is 36. Plus 6 gives me 42. So the measure of angle JNM is 42 degrees. Hope that helps.